Hey there, my name is Chase. I am an aardwolf. No, not an Arctic wolf, a dingo, or even an Arabian wolf. An aardwolf. I'm guessing you have never heard that name before, as it is not so common. At least, the first half of my name. My species name actually means Earth Wolf, and it's a reference to my ability to inhabit underground dens, as well as how I look similar to a wolf. Fun fact, I'm actually more closely related to cats than dogs or wolves, but most people assume otherwise. You can find me in Africa, coexisting with the most famous species in the planet. To be more specific, you can find me firstly on the eastern side of the continent, on the tip of Egypt, spanning to central Tanzania, and down on the southern part of the continent, from central Angola, Mozambique, and all of the southern Africa region. I live in open grasslands throughout northeastern and southern Africa, as I previously mentioned. Unlike my close relative, the striped hyenas, which prefer to consume other animals, aka carnivorous, I like feeding on insects. However, I must admit, my favorite kind are termites. And conveniently, the grasslands I inhabit are home to lots of termites. You see, termites live inside these mounds, making them hard to reach. Fortunately, I have developed a long, spatchy-shaped tongue, which helps me reach inside these and feed off the tasty insects. Also, my saliva is sticky, making it easier to catch these bugs. Pretty cool, huh? Just like my cousins, the hyenas, I have long canine teeth inside my mouth. However, I don't use these sharp teeth for hunting or even eating. Instead, I use them for defending both myself and my home. You see, termites are also clever, just like myself. They have developed a barrage of chemicals which their soldiers secrete in order to deter predators, in which my case, I am one of them. I have a built-in protection to these notorious ant chemicals, so, in other ways, I come equipped with a built-in bug repellent. Pretty cool, right? My tongue also has the ability to feed on these termites without destroying their homes, which guarantees me a steady supply of food. And if that wasn't enough, I also have a keen sense of smell, which my species and I use to track termites alongside our highly developed ears to detect any ant movement coming from the ant colonies. During the colder winter months, the temperature around the grasslands I live can drop below 10 degrees Celsius, making the insects I feed on, unfortunately, less available. You may ask, however, how do I deal with this stressful situation in which my energy sources become less available? Fear not. You see, I live inside dens, and during these colder months, I spend a greater amount of time inside these dens. This regulates my body temperature and decreases how much food I need in order to maintain homeostasis. This means that my metabolic rate can decrease up to 11% during these months too. Also, my body has a low loss of water due to evaporation. This helps compensate with water loss as I live in an arid desert environment. Unfortunately, I have a couple of enemies, or as humans like to call them, predators, which actively seek out to hunt both my kind and my pups. You may be familiar with the leopard, for example, or perhaps the lions. Scary animals throughout Africa, right? Yep, that's right. My kind and I struggle against these predators, as well as my cousin, the spotted hyenas, which, yes, like I previously mentioned, are my cousins, and jackals, which target our cubs. Fear not, however, as we have also developed countermeasures to help defend ourselves against these fearsome and mighty predators. Firstly, my fur is a cream or light brown color, with black stripes running down vertically throughout my body, specifically throughout my torso. My feet, muzzle, and my tail tip is that of a dark brown coloration, and the soil from my burrows stains my fur, giving me additional camouflage to match the region I live in. Also, I have a crest running down my neck and back which can stand up and become erected when I'm in danger or alarmed, making me look bigger. Similar to how humans make themselves look bigger in front of a black bear, for example. Us aardwolves mate once a year, and while we're usually by ourselves, it is during this mating period that we become monogamous couples. However, some become polygamous and have multiple couples for procreating. The females, or the ladies, will gestate for a period of about 90 days, and we will have from 1 to 4 cubs. Once our cubs are 6 weeks old, we will start exposing them to the outside world. We are born with our eyes closed, which is why it is important to take care of our young for about 4 months. And after a year, our younglings leave our den and establish their own territory.